The major announcement today by NASA leaders was meant to give direction for its followers after the declaration of the results of the fresh presidential election. NASA had boycotted the polls, saying that it was not credible. The coalition says that IEBC was not in charge of the elections. Its leader, Raila Odinga, even claims that a few days to the election, IEBC chairman Wafula Chebukati had told him that the commission could not guarantee credible polls.
6 days to the election, I and Honorable Salem Dabadi had a meeting with Mr. Chebukati that lasted 1 full hour. And he told us, in his own words, that he was not able to deliver credible elections. But he was going to meet with Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta on a Monday to tell him as much, and then he would move to court or he would resign.
The coalition has raised numerous issues with the elections, but one which stands out is the turnout. They claim that only 3.5 million Kenyans turned out to vote, and not the figures released by IEBC of more than 7 million. They now say that the president-elect Uhuru Kenyatta has no legitimacy to rule the country.
We in NASA are resolute that this sham election cannot and will not be allowed to stand. We will not allow two megalomaniacs to destroy the dream of freedom and democracy. To destroy the dream of freedom and democracy that generations have sacrificed and worked so hard for. We shall see to it that we conduct a free, fair and credible presidential election as ordered by the Supreme Court.
NASA has set up two groups, a People's Assembly tasked with coming up with ways of restoring democracy and the rule of law, and a task force that will, among other things, look into issues that are troubling the country's politics and economy. In the meantime, the national resistance movement will be in action.
The resistance movement shall be responsible for implementing a vigorous, positive political action program that includes economic boycotts, peaceful processions, picketing, and other legitimate forms of protest. If there is no justice for the people, let there be no peace for the government.
While he says he is ready for dialogue with all the other stakeholders in the political process, he maintains that such a dialogue will not be about anything else other than how soon another fresh election can be held.
The political crisis we are in is about free and fair elections, specifically and fundamentally about democracy, constitutionalism, and the rule of law. The Supreme Court ordered a repeat election held in compliance with the Constitution and the law. The order has not been complied with. It must be. It is in our best interest that we do so sooner rather than later.
While NASA maintains that it will not allow the re-election of Uhuru Kenyatta to stand, it is still silent on whether it will go to the Supreme Court within the next 6 days to challenge it. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.